Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's video is a special full moon reading, right? Focusing on the energy surrounding us on this full moon, which is the full moon in Scorpio, or the full pink moon happening on April 30th. As you can see, I have already laid the spread here, the full moon spread. I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Sarah Marchetti for this month. Just a quick reminder. Well, one, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way for you to get a truly personalized reading, focusing on you and what's going on in your life right now, would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you could take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com, or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. And also, just a reminder that along with this special full moon reading, I also post a separate full moon giveaway video. If you're interested in participating in the giveaway, you just need to watch that video. There you'll find out what you need to do. And the winner, usually I pick the winner a couple of days after the full moon. I do a separate video where I take all the names of the people who have entered into the drawing, and then I do the drawing on camera, and that winner will get a one question free tarot reading with me. Okay, so be looking out for that one. All right, so let me lower my camera here so we can take a look. I apologize, I think a couple of the cards might be off camera, but I will show you all of the cards here. So let's start off, and I'll go through the positions and the meaning for each card, okay? So in the first position, which is what we should be releasing or what we're letting go of at this full moon, we have the Ten of Wands. In the second position, what we're retaining or what we need to hold close to us over the full moon, we have the Queen of Pentacles. In the third position, what we're receiving or what might be coming into our lives during the full moon, we have more earth energy, the Page of Pentacles. In the fourth position, what's surrounding us right now, okay, or how the world might be affecting us at the full moon, we have Major Arcana number 1, the Magician. In the fifth position, what we're giving to others at the full moon, we have the Queen of Swords. In the sixth position, what might be beginning soon, okay, so soon after the full moon, what might be beginning in our lives, we have Major Arcana number 2, the High Priestess. And sitting at the center, what the lesson or what we're learning at this time of the full moon, actually two cards came out for this seventh position, so I have both of them here. And they're both Major Arcana, so we have Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers, and Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot. So first of all, out of the whole reading, out of the 7, even though 8 cards came out, but out of the 7 card, or 8 cards here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have half of them are Major Arcana. So significant, divine intervention at play, significant messages coming through. So it could be a very significant, very powerful full moon for many of us, okay? But let's go through the reading. So what we are releasing with this Ten of Wands, the Ten of Wands has to do with fire energy, and it has to do with the daily, the day-to-day matters that we deal with. It's our jobs. It also has to do with creativity, creative projects. It's our own drive and determination and ambition for getting things done, right? And it's a deck. Well, it's a card. This Ten of Wands, as you can see. Let me show you the card again. The man looks very burdened. He's carrying those 10 wands on his back. It's very heavy, and this is not just 1 or 2 wands that he's having to carry. It's taken a long time, and it's sort of built up over time. Um, so we usually think of the card, within the workplace, it would be sort of that workaholic mentality. Maybe you've been picking up, extra shifts. Maybe you've had to take on somebody else's work, besides your own work. So it's left you, feeling very burdened, very tired, very wearisome. Um, but you're nearly at the end. You're nearly finishing whatever this might be. And we know that tens in the tarot are endings, and after the 10 comes, a beautiful new beginning of the Ace of Wands in this case. And sometimes it's sort of that releasing of or letting go, or you're nearly there. You're nearly able to set those wands down. So, what you're releasing is this burden, or letting go of whatever this, this burden that you have been carrying, or, if you've been working too hard, just sort of releasing the excess, and whatever that excess might be. In order to have a new beginning, in order to, feel less stressed, less tired. It's, sometimes it's sort of a card, we think of it as a card of resistance, kind of like you've been fighting an uphill battle, things have been very difficult. So it's releasing that, put the ones down, release whatever that burden was, because there's, new things coming in after the 10 of Wands. What you need to hold on to, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then what you might be receiving or coming into your life, another Pentacles. We have Queen of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. So Earth energy deals with the material things in life, right? So our jobs, the money that we earn from the work that we do, it has to do with material prosperity, material wealth. Our homes, it also has to do with our families, education, knowledge. And the Queen herself, the Queen could be people, it's this full moon spread is slightly different just because it's more talking about, energies and what you need to, sort of the energies that you need to hold on to. But, I'll just give you the information about the Queen of Pentacles. If it is a person, then typically this would be an older Earth sign individual, so Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But really male or female, even though this is a queen in the general readings, it's not gender specific. But the Queen and King in the Tarot, they have really mastered their particular suit. So the Queen of Pentacles, she's really mastered the suit of Pentacles. She's somebody who, she's very down to earth. She's very grounded. She's very practical. She's also very business minded. She's good with her finances. She's good. She knows how to make money, right? She's good at doing that. And she's also that sort of earth mother. She's good at supporting everybody, taking care, nurturing, especially, like when we think of Earth Mother, so things to do with the earth or the environment or animals or even children. And you see even the colors. It's very, very beautiful, these rich sort of greens, and then she has this beautiful peacock sitting next to her. So, she has really been able to build that type of life, that she has always wanted for herself, but she's done so, being very resourceful, being financially savvy, even in those moments of her life where, she might not have had as much money. She knows how to be resourceful. She takes care of her finances. She knows where to sort of pinch, as far as penny pinching and how to save money. And, she's a very astute, very financially savvy person. And this is here and what we need to hold on to, what we need to retain. So, for many of us, this has to do with holding on to this mentality of being very financially savvy, holding on to this mentality of being grounded, of also of being very practical and, taking pride in your practicality, being happy, being satisfied also with, your successes, enjoying the fruits of your labor. And while, yes, it's good to, to worry about money and to, want to keep your finances under check. There's also, don't run the risk of being the sort of the miser, the Four of Pentacles. But in general, she's a very, she's a generous, she's a loving, nurturing individual. So, keep doing that. That's what we need to hold on to, that Queen of Pentacles mentality. Now, the Page of Pentacles is what you're receiving, what might be coming in. More earth energy here. Again, could be a person. It will be a younger earth sign individual if it is. But I feel, again, this is more to do with energy. And pages in the tarot are the ones who bring in news of something, right? They are the messengers. They're the bearers of news. And so since this is the suit of earth that has to do with our finances, it has to do with our jobs, there could be, coming in, this is what we're receiving, coming into our lives, there could be news of a new job, news of of beginning something, could have to do with of starting, going back to school, could have to do with starting a new program of study, could be an actual, a job offer, news of a job. Maybe you've been waiting for, to hear back about something. So news regarding that job coming in, or some type of news to do with finances. So yes, it can definitely indicate a message, possibly, having to do with a project that you've completed, or finances, or your resources. But it's news coming in about that, and if we're keeping this Queen of Pentacles mentality, so whatever this news is, still remaining balanced, still remaining, financially secure and savvy and stable. The pages are bearers of good news coming in. So could have to do with some type of manifestation, manifesting dreams, reaching a goal, achieving some type of material success. But so it's a very positive card coming in related to finances, related to career. In the fourth position, so how the world is sort of viewing you, what the surrounding energy, or how the world is affecting you, you have the Magician. So here's where we get into the, sort of the last part of the reading. We have all major arcanas except for this Queen of Swords. So the Magician card, again, very powerful energy. So, how the world is affecting you is, the Magician is all about manifestation. So again, this sort of repeated message of manifestation. The Magician is somebody who, he understands sort of cause and effect, but he also understands that he has, within his grasp, all of the tools necessary to manifest, to achieve whatever it is that he wants here in the material realm. So, with this news, with the Page of Pentacles, this is just surrounding you, you really having everything that you need to achieve that, right? To accomplish whatever you're setting out to accomplish here. So it's a card of control, of controlling sort of yourself, your will, and also control and discipline in manifesting, whatever these things are. So it's all about focus, focusing your will, focusing your intentions here, and then, sort of manifesting. So you have new things coming in, possibly, new projects, manifestation, reaching goals, and then manifestation surrounding you. So very powerful energy coming in around this full moon. In the giving to others position, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, Swords energy, it deals with the intellect, our mind, right? It's the suit of of our thoughts, of our mind. It's cerebral energy, so it's how we think. It's the suit, where we set our intentions. It's also how we communicate with other people. The Queen, again, could be an individual. If so, then typically it would be an older air sign individual, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Male or female. Again, this is a queen, so somebody who has really mastered, the suit of swords. And the Queen of Swords, she's, you know, she's kind of a stern figure. You know, she's very honest, right? And you can see she's carrying here this sword, sort of this sword of justice. She's a very forthright individual. And even though she prefers to use her intellect and, you know, to communicate if there's something to be resolved, a solution that needs to be reached, she prefers to keep things civilized. But she's also ready to kind of, you know, she's ready for battle if she needs to be. There's some type of clarity, finding clarity on a particular topic or subject with this Queen of Swords. And as far as you giving this to others, you know, this energy of the Queen of Swords, again, this is clarity, you know, so you could be helping somebody. You could be bringing, you know, light to a situation, helping somebody find clarity within a situation. She's also somebody who, you know, she's a very logical thinker. So helping somebody work through a situation or, you know, a problem. And she's somebody who, you know, on the negative side, she can be too stern. She can be too rigid, too ruled, you know, by her sort of cutting words. So, you know, I would say be open, be a little more willing to adapt, you know, listen, be a good friend, listen to, maybe that's what it has to do with listening to the other person, you know, and really listening, not just, you know, in a sort of lacking emotion type of way. Really listen to them, you know, with empathy. Try to help that person. So there could be a situation where you're called to help somebody, right? To bring clarity, to use your truth and your logical thinking to help that person. Now, the what's beginning soon, we have the High Priestess. So another major arcana card here. And the High Priestess is all about the unknown. You know, can see she sits, well, this deck portrays her slightly differently, right? But we have the reference to the moon, right? She's sort of the guardian of this, she sits between our world and the, you know, the invisible realm. So she's a very powerful individual. She also encourages us to use to tap into our intuition. It's a card that speaks of dreams, you know, possibly getting messages or insight through our dreams. It has to do with receiving, you know, those messages sort of in non-traditional ways. So through signs, synchronicities, repeating numbers, repeating songs, that type of message. So it's all about, you know, kind of lifting the veil, you know, looking underneath in order to find out or see the answer, or find out the answer to a situation that maybe was not that clear. So it's a sort of knowing. There's a knowing with the High Priestess that's beyond logic, you know, whereas the Queen of Swords over here is very logical, you know, very cerebral, kind of energy. This High Priestess, it's a different type of knowledge, right? It's a knowledge that goes beyond logic, right? Beyond. So that's why I say it can be in different forms. This news coming in, or this, you know, uncovering or finding out information. It goes beyond just you know, what we would usually think of as here in the material realm. So tapping into messages, you know, from the divine realm, using our intuition, listening, right? Using our psychic abilities. So there might be some type of situation where you're actually asked to, you know, uncover or find, you know, the deeper meaning to something. Yeah. And then, you know, what we have is this main lesson for the full moon, what we're learning around the time of the full moon. Again, 2 major arcana, so the 6 and 7 of the major arcana, the Lovers and the Chariot is what we're learning. So starting off with the Lovers, yes, it can be, you know, a very deep soulmate connection with another person. It's also a card of, you know, that when we think of soulmate, it's like seeing ourselves. It's a deep connection with another person, sometimes even a past life connection, seeing ourselves in another person, you know, coming together can be in a partnership, can be in a friendship, can definitely be in a romantic way. It also has to do with decisions. It's a significant sort of life-altering decision, a head or heart decision when the Lovers card appears. And then the Chariot card, the Chariot is forward movement, right? It's a card of victory. It's a card of forward, forward movement, success, kind of heading in that direction. Yes, it can actually mean physical movement. So moving to a different location, moving house, traveling across land, across the state, across country. There's that sort of energy as well with the Chariot card. But it's a card that really speaks of, there's also there's a dichotomy, so like I was saying with this choice with the Lovers, the head or heart, with the Chariot, there's this sort of, we have the black and white, or in this one it's the gold and the silver horses, so sort of yin-yang energy. So there's also this, balance of finding the balance between the two here. So it's also a card of balance, balancing our emotions. It has to, but it's more than anything a card of focus and success and forward movement. So there could be a choice involved here. There could be a partnership involved. There could be a major decision around the time of the full moon that you are being asked to make. It could have to do with movement, moving location, moving home, moving in together even. But there's some type of, success and movement around this. With the job opportunity, or this news of the job opportunity over there, there could be an actual move, right? There could be a head or heart decision. Maybe this new offering, it's to work in a different location. Maybe it involves moving from where you're currently living. So, choices sitting at the center, is this main lesson. Also, considering weighing up all the options, again with this, light and dark, the balance, weighing up all the options before, moving forward. But overall, success. I mean, this is definitely, the Chariot is definitely a card of victory. So, it's a card of control, of willpower, of really, understanding, recognizing your own strength, and trusting in yourself, trusting in the fact that you can achieve whatever this is, whatever this news, whatever this possible partnership or decision, that you can achieve everything that you want, So reaching goals, accomplishments, victory, all sitting at the center of the reading here. So it looks like it's going to be a very powerful full moon. I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful full moon, the full moon in Scorpio. Bye for now.